Good evening. We are Screamin' Sins, and you're listening to CFRC
101.9.
Good? Was it profesh?
I forgot to turn my...
Is it spooky enough?
Was it good?
I forgot to turn on my effect.
Okay, we're here live in the CFRC studios, Studio A, CFRC 101.9 FM. We're here for a live session, and today we're here with Screamin' Sins. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Sorry, that was loud, but too bad.
So you guys have been on the scene, Kingston scene, for a little while. How did you guys get started?
Originally, we went by a different band name, Teenage Frankenstein. You could also find that album on Bandcamp. And then we sort of, I think we just sort of got in our heads a little bit and we called it quits for a year or so. And then from that came Screamin' Sins.
But it was all the same. All
It was
you
us
guys.
three, yeah.
Okay.
We did have another drummer for a bit. But really, it's been us three.
Okay. Now, you guys were called Teenage Frankenstein. Screamin' Sins also is like, there's a big kind of Halloween theme running here. And we were talking like earlier on Instagram about how you guys were going to be our Halloween session. So this is a kind of a special one. And is that a vibe that kind of runs through your music? Because for anybody who hasn't listened to you guys, I'm picking up, for example, sort of vibes of the Cramps and things like that. What do you guys sound like?
We've been compared to the Cramps. Been told somewhere in between the Misfits and the Cramps.
It's like a mix of everything, kind of spooky.
Yeah, it's like if Elvis was more evil or had like an edge to him.
Yeah, it's very rockabilly, but yet punk.
It's like if Danzig was more pop.
Yeah.
It's Danzig chewing bubblegum. That's what it is.
Evil Elvis does have a pretty good touch to it.
Yeah, it's we listen to a lot of oldies like 50s and 60s rock and roll, and also a lot of like 70s and 80s punk music, and it kind of comes from that. A lot of like old surf rock and
With a touch of DIY.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that early stuff was DIY too, right? There's that kind of garage aesthetic in DIY. Just make it work for ourselves.
Okay, and you're doing 3 songs for us today, and they're off of the EPs that you guys have put out and that you have planned in the future, so we can come back and talk all about those EPs. But what's the first song we're going to be listening to today?
We're going to play a song called 6 Feet Under, and it's the one we're going to be releasing really soon, and we're doing a music video for it, filming the other half this Saturday.
Okay, perfect. We'll talk all about the filming. What should people know about this song?
It's a banger. They're all bangers. I don't really know what to say.
It's a club banger. Yeah. There's drums and bass and guitar in it. And it's probably about 2 minutes and 50-ish seconds long, which is kind of how long a lot of our songs end up being, because it's like the perfect amount.
That's a sweet spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play it now.
Hear the devil call. I see the darkness fall. I can still feel it in my skull. I got a demon in mind. It's evil all the time. For me to live by my side. So don't pray for me now. I'm going 6 feet underground. You're looking up, but I'm looking down. 'Cause hell is where I'm bound. Hear the devil call. I see the darkness fall. I can still hear him screaming in my skull. I got a demon mind, that's evil all of the time. For me to live, I must die. So don't pray for me now. I'm going 6 feet underground. You're digging up, I'm digging down. Yeah. 'Cause hell is where I'm bound. So don't pray for me now. I'm going 6 feet underground. You're digging up, I'm digging down. Yeah. 'Cause hell is where I'm bound.
We're here with Screamin' Sins. Again, a very Halloween-themed kind of song, right?
Yeah, all of our songs are very influenced by horror movies.
This is the perfect time for you guys to be around.
It's our busy season.
Mm-hmm. And you
Scared. I'm a bit scared.
and you were talking about the music video, which you are currently in the process of filming for this.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about that.
Essentially, I don't want to give away too much of the storyline, but essentially, it's
Graveyard.
It takes place in a graveyard, and there's a murder. And I don't want to say too much more.
Basically the whole video.
It's got a little bit of a twist ending, and I don't want to ruin it.
Okay, now that there's a twist.
And that, of course, is stuff that people can eventually find on your on your YouTube account.
Yep, it'll be
Yes.
going straight to YouTube. Yep.
And it's all super DIY. Like, you guys are doing all of it yourselves.
Yes, the song is recorded ourselves, mixed ourselves. The video is filmed and edited ourselves.
I played myself in the video.
We all played ourselves in the video.
Well, I especially played myself.
Screamin' Sins featuring Screaming Sins.
Exactly.
And, you know, we were talking earlier about how you have a Halloween show coming up. Again, super timely. And with you guys especially, it's like, this is your big show of the year, I'm guessing.
It is, yeah. It's this Friday, and it starts, what time, 7?
It's like 7 to 11.
7 to 11?
We need to be done by 11 because it is residential. The show is in like a haunted, abandoned warehouse that's full of ghouls and
Goblins.
goblins and pumpkins, and there might be a pumpkin there. I don't know if the pumpkin's gonna. The pumpkin didn't RSVP, so we don't know.
There will be a fake pumpkin.
Okay, there's gonna
Pumpkin,
be at least,
I can't say that right.
At least a fake pumpkin, but it's at 12 Cataraqui Street. It's actually Unit 15, I think, 12 Cataraqui Street, which is where 12 Cataraqui used to be. It's right across from the Broom Factory, so if you know where that is, you can make your way there on the 27th.
Yeah,
Friday.
and it's, what is it, $10 to get in?
Yeah.
And you can wear a costume, or you can come as yourself, I guess. Yeah.
You could come as yourself not dressed up, or you could dress up as yourself not dressed up, or you could just come dressed up, or whatever.
Authenticity could be the costume.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dressed up as myself yesterday. Because I wore all the same clothes.
The commitment to the bit is astounding. So that's a little bit out of town, a little bit more in a kind of slightly, I guess, Halloween vibes, kind of isolated kind of location. What can people expect from the show? Like, you did say that there's going to be a bit of dressing up. Are you guys doing a sort of dress-up competition thing? Like, I know a bunch of bands who are doing shows around town are like, oh, we're doing a giveaway for whoever's dressed the spookiest.
I don't think there's like a contest for a costume or anything.
No, I think the only thing is after 11, when the band stopped, it turns into a fight club immediately. So just immediately it's a
Buddy,
fight club.
You're not supposed to talk
And
about
then-
that.
oh, sorry. God, that's the first rule! Oh. Ruined it.
And the second, and the third.
Oh, my God. Don't. Okay. That stays within this room, okay?
and on air
Yeah.
to all listeners of
God damn
CFRC.
I meant it's a fright club. Yeah, it's a Halloween-themed fright club. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's ourselves. I think we're probably starting off the show with the bang, so get there at 7. The Hungry Ones, which is a Dancing Era Misfits cover band, the Beta 58s, and Random Killing from Toronto, who've been playing since 1984, which is a long time.
And you guys go back with the Beta 58s, like you used to share members with them.
Oh yeah, we're all good friends, and we've played together many times over the years.
A lot of people probably say too many times. That's what we're
Maybe.
hearing a lot on the street.
Yeah.
So like, come on, too many times. Nobody's saying that.
So this song, 6 Feet Under, it's going to be on an upcoming release of some sort at some point.
Yeah, it's going
What's
to be
planned?
on our 6-song EP that's still currently being recorded, but sometime soon.
It's part of the
Sometime soon.
problem. It's part of the problem with DIY and being like doing it all yourself is you don't have that limitation of like, okay, we have to get it done for the studio in this amount of time, because we're doing it ourselves in our jam space. It's like, oh, it was pretty good, but I think we could do it better. Maybe we'll do it better next week.
We're not paying by the hour, so
Maybe
we're
good.
taking our time, and it's sort of a learning process too, because we're learning about mic placement and mixing and mastering and all that kind of good stuff.
As are we out here.
Yeah, so it's taken us a bit, but I think it's really going to produce a better result in the end.
And I wanted to talk a little about your last EP, which was called Deadly 7, and it features 7 songs. And I don't want to put the word concept album into your mouths, but is there something going on over there, like one sin for each song or something?
No, I think we just had 7 songs, and it was just kind of a play on the band name. It was like a last minute, like, we need a title, what do we call it? and that's sort of what came to mind.
Yeah, we're not putting that much thought into it, to be honest.
I wasn't there. I was eating hot dogs somewhere.
Okay, well, we're going to have another song from you guys. You're here with us for the half-hour session. What's coming up next?
What do you guys want to do?
That's a really good question. I only prepared one song, so the rest is going to be up in the air.
Do you guys want to do Damned?
I mean, I guess.
This is another new one that will be on the EP.
Unreleased and basically a CFRC live sessions first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Stop running around with you. We're on a path so wicked, got a one-way ticket to burn in hell with you. Damn, forsaken, baby, damn, I can't stop. Damn, forsaken, baby, damn, I can't stop. Well, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Stop running around with you. Honey, you're evil. I think it should be illegal to half as good as you. Damn, forsaken, baby, damn, I can't stop. Damn, forsaken, baby, damn, I can't stop. Well, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Stop running around with you. Well, there ain't no winning if we keep on singing. Gonna burn in hell with you. I'm gonna burn in hell with you. I'm gonna burn in hell with you. Damn that forsaken, baby, damn I can't stop.
So we're here back, CFRC 101.9 FM. This was Damned Screaming Sins are in Screamin with an apostrophe, which I guess is the rockabilly side of you guys. Is it?
So yeah, that came from Screamin' Jay Hawkins, the man who wrote "I Put a Spell on You," which is a very classic Halloween song. That's where that came from.
It is a certain commitment to the bit for you guys.
Yeah, and it's I think also that makes it maybe easier to find us online when people are
For sure.
Googling it.
Yeah. So you guys said you have the EP that's planned for some time in the future.
Yeah, hopefully sooner than later, but we don't have a date picked. We're taking our time, making sure we're all happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like with winter coming up, no one wants to be dragging their equipment all around, so
Yeah,
it will be the perfect time to get it happening.
We usually take a little downtime from shows in the winter, so it's a perfect time to buckle down and record and focus on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because like if you had a show in Toronto or something, it's like all of a sudden there's a snowstorm and it's like on that exact day.
We've done that before,
Yeah.
and it's terrible.
It sucks.
All part of the experience, I suppose. But experience can be derogatory as well. But so you guys have been around the Kingston scene for a little while. I mean, how I found out about your music was you were a recommendation from Weave, who also does a wonderful show on CFRC on Sunday nights. So this was a Weave recommendation. He said he's played with you guys in bands, and you've been around for a little bit.
We've been around for quite a while, and yeah, we played with the Huaraches. Weave's surf instrumental band. I don't know how many times, many times. Yeah.
Well, we've been like I think the Kingston music scene probably for Paul and I, our first dipping into it was back at the 477, which for a while was the only gay bar in town. Now it's a bicycle shop, with Mark and Moira and Ben Thomas putting on KBP shows for every Saturday for $5 for years and years and years and years and years. And yeah, both Paul and I I think that was probably our first show, like
I think so, yeah.
like not high school, not coffee house, not what's it
Yeah,
called. Was playing in the
we've been
basement of the
playing
gay bar.
music since we were like 15 or 16, in a lot of different bands. Some pretty good, some not so good.
But I don't know if there's something in the water out here, but there's always something happening in and around town. Always so many shows. I think the night that you guys are playing your Halloween show, there are probably like 5 other shows that I've come across. That's
sort of how Kingston is. There's so many venues and so many bands. Easily every Friday, Saturday, there's like 5 different shows going on.
For sure, yeah. You're never out of choice.
What's a perfect kind of landing spot and like it's still growing. It's a lot better than it was, because there was a time when the only thing going on a Saturday night was the 477 show, which is not a bad thing because then you get more people going to that one thing. But Kingston is like the perfect kind of stopover between Toronto and Montreal or Toronto and Ottawa, and it kind of gets skipped over a lot, but it's like you don't want to drive from Toronto to Montreal. That stinks. Like, stop here. We get some hot dogs.
Yeah.
I mean,
couple footlongs, you know.
just a couple hot dogs.
So when the EP comes out, people are going to want to find it. Where can they find you guys online?
Bandcamp is probably where it will be first. I do have plans to figure out the whole Spotify thing and all that stuff, and probably put up some of our older stuff on there as well.
I think on Spotify though, like you could put all of your music up, and then you could just walk around and like pick up some pennies on the side of the road, and you get the same amount of money that they're gonna kick back to the artist, because
Well, probably more.
And I never listen to Spotify. I always listen to YouTube music. because that's what I have.
Vanessa has YouTube Premium, and she's so proud of
Yeah,
it.
I do have YouTube.
Why don't you brag
Premium.
about
It's
it?
the best because then you can have videos too. So it's like
They got
the best of
videos?
both worlds.
They got videos on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're out and about, you can have no internet and still have all your downloaded music, right?
Okay, this segment brought to you by YouTube Premium.
CFRC is proudly independent.
And I don't even pay for it. Laura does, so there you go.
Okay,
Ah,
thank you,
mooching off
Laura.
Laura.
Thank you,
But
Laura.
anyway, back
But
to
people can find your music video on your YouTube.
yeah,
What is it?
we'll put it on YouTube, and I think the plan is to get it on all the streaming sites: Spotify, YouTube,
So
you know,
YouTube just
Bandcamp,
YouTube
Apple
slash
Music, whatever.
YouTube
Screamin
slash
with an
Screamin'
apostrophe
Sins.
since.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
You put an apostrophe in there on YouTube. Let's all check. Everybody get their phones out. Nope.
So
Just
people
me?
can look out for that, and like I guess follow you guys on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff to
Yep.
know when releases are coming.
We have Facebook, we have Instagram,
Facebook
what used to be
Marketplace.
Twitter. We have all that kind of good stuff.
Kijiji.
Kijiji, we got a couple things up on Kijiji.
Buy a little piece of Screamin' Sins.
One of my old guitars.
We'll sell pieces.
It's a good deal.
We'll sell pieces of the band.
So what's so our last song is going to be one that you'll take us out with.
Mark dropped his drumstick.
Right arm.
Yeah, I mean you got in the props for us as well. Are we going to see these props on Friday?
This was the old drummer actually. This was Josh's arm.
This is what's left of them. You can pick it up on Kijiji.
He wasn't using it.
For our listeners who can't see, it's a little severed hand.
Well, it's a pretty normal size severed hand, but it's fine. Whatever.
Well, that's how hard it's going to be going on Friday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The Friday show. So you're going to take us out with one last song. What's it going to be?
I think we're gonna finish with a crowd favorite, and it's called "Good for Nothin'."
And people can listen to that when they come to your show, hopefully on Friday.
They'll hear all these songs
All these songs.
and more, and some covers.
3 of them in a row a couple of times, and that's all we. No, nah, I'm just kidding. We got a whole set of Gravritz. What? It's a Halloween show, everybody. Gravritz, huh? Write that down. Somebody write that. Paul, write that down.
I'll get my phone.
Okay, I'll get mine too.
Screamin' Sins on CFRC. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. One last song, and people can follow up with you guys online and go to the show on the Friday if you hear this before that. Thanks so much.
Good for nothing. I don't want her around. Oh, baby, she's good for nothing. I don't know put me underground. Oh, baby, she's good for nothing. Good for nothing. Ooh, baby, she's bad. Good for nothing. As far as I can tell, oh baby, she's good for nothing. She's a living hell, oh baby, she's good for nothing. Good for nothing. Ooh, baby, she's bad. Let's go! Good for nothing. She devil in disguise. Oh, baby, she's good for nothing. She's spreading dirty lies. Oh, baby, she's good for nothing. Good for nothing. Ooh, baby, she's bad. One more time. Good for nothing. Good for nothing. Good for nothing. Good for nothing. Ooh, baby, she's bad.
cat in here?
Well, I'm damn